Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this video. We have Paul here on the 10th tee, currently 2 up and heading a bit short and right on this par 3 10th. Yeah, that's not going to cut the mustard, sir. So here I am, currently 2 down like I said. Need to make some things happen, make some moves. This is just a smooth pitching wedge, and with Paul off the green by the looks of it, this is a little opening. Heading straight at it, but I've misjudged it and it's 20 feet long. Whoops. So actually Paul's not done too badly here. He can put this from his right-handed golf shots to his left-handed putting. What's he got for us? He's actually looking like he's played that quite well, annoyingly. And that will be conceded for a 3, net 2, so I have to hole this for a birdie 2 just to halve the hole. And as we know, I'm poo-poo at putting. But I have hit my line. The divide golf balls did. Oh, never mind. That did not do what I expected at all. So somehow Paul is now 3 up, talking some nonsense about his big dollar bills. His confidence is coursing through his noodle arms as we speak. Lovely view down the Wharfdale Valley there, or the Wharf Valley, and he's absolutely smarted that. So we're aiming this 3-wood straight at that furthest pylon. Everything slopes right to left, and we need a good one, to put it bluntly. And thank God we found one. You love to see it. And we will swan down the fairway. Here we go. Paul from about 160 yards. That power line is in play here. That's an interesting backswing. If you do hit that pylon though, you can replay it. Oh my word, that was extremely close to hitting it, but it didn't, and it's way left, and I'm impressed with that, but Paul isn't. With the door slightly ajar, we have a little lob wedge, no, gap wedge, from about 110 yards, lofted straight into orbit. It's looking nice, drawing in from right to left, and we will take those treats. With a nice view of Beamsley Beacon / Simon's Seat in the background, we have Paul, and that is not nice viewing. There's a flag, and that's in dire straits. This is looking good for me on this hole. No offence to Paul, but I hope he arses this up the worst ever. He's got a little chip now where everything's running away from him, and he really has to get this close to have any chance on this hole. And terrible. No, he's not happy. It's still him as well. So this is for bogey net par, so it really has to go in to even have a chance on this hole, you would think. No, that has dribbled away and missed, and it's terrible. So we'll move on. Back to 2 down then, and I am... Ooh. Ball just clattering into the trees there. D stick out for the first time. D bag, D stick, driver. Giving it a rip. Nearly lost my balance and fell on my face, but that is straight down the middle and I'm grinning. Here's old noodle arms here. Harsh bants. Here's Paul with the driver as well. Oh, how's he responding? Not great, but he's hit it pretty well. It's just leaking a little bit right, but should be fine. And as I suspected, here he is. 180 yards into the green. 190 actually, playing 180 yards with the downhill, and he's got an 8-iron. What's Bryson D. Shambles got to offer? Struck it nicely. But 50 yards short. Yeah. Great club selection there, Paul. And this will be a P wedge from 120 or so. Trying to take a little off it, I suspect, as it is slightly downhill and downwind. And I've taken too much off it. I don't know whether it looks good or not, but it's short. So here's Paul, way short, no green to work with as such, and not an easy shot by any stretch of the imagination. But actually, it's all kinds of suspect, but it's doing very well, and I'm annoyed about it. Look how smug he is. It's annoying to watch, but fair play to the guy. So this should be fairly regulation, getting up and down. Not much to this. It's on a nice line, but way short. Not happy. So this for a par 4, net 3 to win the hole and really put me under. And no, that's got no chance. Another woeful putt, but it gets away with a bogey. And this is to half the hole. Garbage. So that is somehow a loss, and I'm back to 3 down. And here we are on the 13th, a par 3 of about 130 yards, just into the breeze. Oh no, that's way left. We've seen that finish before, and it's not the sort of thing that you expect to see. Door is slightly ajar yet again. Can I walk through it this time instead of banging my head on it? Little 9-iron into the breeze, and it's alright. It's not great. Paul's pulled the ball out of his back pocket and he's going for a provisional. And in true Paul style, the first one goes left and the second one goes way right. I'm not picking that up for you. Somehow, in the wilderness, you can find a rare species of Paul. He somehow stayed in bounds, a foot away from the fence, and he's got a clear line to the green. I could even get it on the green from here, you would think. Tree trouble though, and that's not what you want. Chipping again. Only thing in his favour here is it's all uphill to the pin, so it should stop fairly quickly. That's not how I would have played it. However, it has done very well, and maybe I could learn something from it. So with that conceded for a 4 net 3, this is to win the hole. But again, a downhill sliding putt. It's on line. It's got a chance. No. Short. I have to take my skirt off and put my trousers back on. And with that, we go to the 14th. My favourite hole on the course. Straight downhill par 5. Get a good tee shot away and it's well within reach. And that is exactly what the P-Mop has done. It's cooking up a storm here. Sorry for the pun, but that is a lovely tee shot to be fair. And he's smug. Smug and grinning like a Cheshire cat. What can I bring to the table with the driver out? Really need to make something happen here. Guys, moving left. And thankfully it turned out alright. I think it did whack a tree though, because Paul is 20 yards ahead of me. And he let me know of it too. This is a 6-iron from about 200 yards. Downhill though. And it needs to hook a bit. It could be good. But it's not. It's short. And I'm not happy. And now we get a little bit of an idea of what the thought process of Paul, but it's borderline nonsense. He's hitting a 6-iron here. Just trying to thread it through those trees. And it's a bit chunky monkey. But it's done okay. Just short. Look at him faffing about. Difficult shot this. 40 or so yards with everything running fairly steeply downhill, and the ground's starting to firm up now that the rain has abated, which is nice. This becomes extremely difficult to stop the ball even on the green, and Paul's frozen. Has he? What's he doing? Might try and claim a penalty stroke there, but I don't think so. What's he got? Oh, it's on a nice line, but he needs to take a chair. Oh my word, the teapot. And it's gone over back. Unlucky. I'm not sorry, I'm not upset about it. Similar thing for me, but I'm a bit closer here. Landed on the downslope, but it's got to go. It's really got to go. Oh, double teapot. So this is a little bit dicey for the young man, looking just over the back of the green, and that's got to also sit. Testing times. pressure's starting to get to him, and that was the quickest thing I've ever seen. Dead gummit. Short again. It would be great if I could actually reach the hole, because I could have holed a few. As the nerve-wracking music starts, Paul's missed another, and that's just a half, but he's not losing holes. So for me, the comeback really has to start here. With only 4 holes to go and I'm 3 down. Tough hole, this straight uphill. Oh dear, that's going to hit a crow. No, it's alright. Stay in bounds. Awful. It's literally missed the wrong fairway on the right. So, yet again, there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. Just trying to work one up the left centre here. But that is a tug. And that's got to get lucky. Paul, surprise, surprise, has got quite a long way in, to be fair, but a very clear line of sight into the green. Just wants to be hitting one. A hybrid club over these trees. Oh, and he's just striped it. I don't know what that finish is, but it's just coming up left of the green, but pin high, and that really puts the pressure on again. This is a 9-iron from about 135, straight uphill, but slightly downwind from this angle. Has to get in tight. It's a nice strike. It's heading towards the middle of the green, but just left of the pin, and it's okay. So here he is. The pressure intensifies. If he can get up and down here, that is pretty much a game over with 3 holes to play after this one's done. And me being 3 down. That's going to come in from the right. That is a nice shot. Fair play to the guy. He is chipped like a hero. He's well under his handicap as well, as far as I can tell. So this basically has to go in to keep things alive, and I've absolutely nailed it through any break, and that's not good. Toys being thrown out the pram left and right here. This absolutely has to go in, but probably doesn't matter, and I've missed it anyway because I'm terrible.